When you are manifesting something, there are so many things happening under the surface that you are not aware of. And if you are an energetic match to seeing this, if your frequency has aligned with the frequency of this video, then that means that you are on the timeline where everything is working out in your favor. And so that means that the universe wants you to know that the truth of everything that's going on under the surface that you can't see is that everything is aligning in your favor. You may have heard of the burnt toast theory before. I know this has been popular on TikTok recently. The burnt toast theory basically states that minor time-consuming inconveniences such as burning your toast and having to remake it in the morning can actually change the trajectory of your day or your life in a way that prevents you from experiencing some sort of harm or aligns you with a greater opportunity, a better outcome. So maybe you have experienced this phenomenon in your own life before. Like maybe you have applied for a job that you thought was the perfect fit for you and you didn't get it, but then you got a job at another company and you met your soulmate working there, right? All of these setbacks aligning in a way that actually brings you to a higher timeline, a higher potential for your life. And so that is why when you are manifesting something, it is so important to continue to focus on the end goal, the manifestation, and not get caught up in the how of how it is going to come to you or get stuck on one specific outcome, one avenue for receiving that manifestation. So this is why it is a waste of energy to be constantly checking for your manifestation, looking for your manifestation, wondering if you manifested correctly, because you aren't going to have all the pieces visible to you. And you likely aren't even going to be able to perceive the full story of how your manifestation will come to you from the awareness that you were at when you set the intention to manifest. So the truth of the matter is, because you are aligning with this video and you are on this frequency, then things are working out in your favor. Any perceived setback that you are experiencing is not actually a setback. It is actually aligning you further with your desire, with your manifestation. They are aligning you with a higher timeline. Here's the deal. When you are manifesting, you are aligning with a frequency, right? You are matching your energy with a frequency and a timeline that exists for you out of a potential of infinite timelines that exists for you in the quantum soup that is known as the multiverse. So you might have in your mind that this specific person or this specific job is the thing that's going to give you the frequency that you want to manifest. But the universe has a wider bird's eye view on your life. And the universe may see another better future opportunity that may be an even better match to the frequency that you're trying to manifest into, the timeline that you're trying to shift into. So when you don't get that dream job and it appears like it's a setback and you may wonder why your manifestation isn't working, and if you decide to give up and lose faith and say, well, I guess manifestation just doesn't work for me, well then you're just delaying your manifestation even further, because an even better job, an even better opportunity may just be around the corner, but because you decided that your manifestation isn't working and you give up on looking for opportunities, you might miss it. However, if you change your mindset, if you change your perspective to view these setbacks as positive, then these situations will lead to more positive results because you are aligning with that positive frequency. And this will align you with even better opportunities and even better manifestations than what you even originally intended to manifest. And this is also why it is so important to remain detached from a specific outcome when we're manifesting, because we are literally limiting ourselves and limiting the universe from the infinite potential of outcomes and timelines that we can't even understand from our limited perspective. So when you are manifesting and you are saying this is a frequency that I want to manifest, and you think it's going to come through this specific house or this specific relationship or this specific job, the universe may understand that the frequency that you want is actually better suited to come to you through a different route. Maybe you would actually be happier having your own business rather than working for this certain company. And so the universe continues to deny you opportunity and opportunity for this company, or you have trouble moving up, or you have trouble getting raises. And so this causes you to get frustrated and you decide, well, I'm going to just work for myself then. I'm not going to deal with these office politics anymore. And then suddenly you are aligned with a new frequency, a new timeline that is actually a higher timeline for you. And so sometimes when you think that you want something, when you think that you want this specific job or you think that you want this specific raise, it may not actually be what you actually want, right? You may actually want to run your own business, or you may actually want to work in a completely different industry that aligns more with your passions. So when the universe is essentially giving you these setbacks, these blocks, it knows that there's something better for you out there. And so what you need to look at and realize and open your mind to is that what you think that you want may not actually even be what you want. There may be something better for you out there that you want more, but right now with your conscious level of awareness of what's around you in the 3D, you're not able to see it because it's outside of your immediate reality. But the universe with its bird's eye view can see all timeline potentials, and so it knows exactly where to shift you. And so the choice to label something as positive or negative is only that, a choice, right? We're living in a soup of energy, and that's really all it is. Nothing has inherent meaning. Us as humans, because we have a logical mind, because we're able to perceive perceive the 3D world, we are able to assign things meaning, and that is our superpower. We are able to assign meaning and frequency to energy in the 3D reality. We can decide what is positive and we can decide what is negative. So you can use this ability to give things meaning as your superpower to your advantage. And you do this by assigning positive meaning to everything that happens to you, and therefore always aligning with the positive potential and the positive frequency. Even the capacity to label thoughts as good or bad, negative or positive is a human concept, right? Even when people tell you don't think negative thoughts, that's a human concept. Whether or not a thought is negative or positive is only a concept, a meaning that has been passed down through generations of humanity. It's only a meaning, it's only a label. So you could even take a phrase like I am broke, and if you assigned the meaning of abundance, of wealth to the phrase I am broke, you could literally start using the phrase I am broke to manifest money if you assigned the frequency of wealth and abundance to that phrase, if you gave it that meaning. So that's how powerful this is, this superpower to give things meaning. So all the things that are seen in our reality, all of our 3D circumstances are being viewed through our subjective lens, our perspective. It is only all energy that exists that we assign meaning to, and by assigning meaning to it, we also assign frequency. And so that is our power. It is choosing our frequency. So the universe has your back, and it wants you to experience more of what you desire, more of what you want, because that growth, that expansion that you experience allows the universe to grow and expand with you. It's a symbiotic relationship. So the universe is always going to be moving things in your favor. That's how the universe works. That's how this system is structured. Things are always moving once you desire something to line up with that desire. And so because you are seeing this video, your frequency and your energy is a match to understanding this, to understanding that under the surface, right now, everything is working in your favor. And all that you need to do is trust and focus on the finish line. Hold the vision of your manifestation with such confidence and trust that when it grounds into your 3D reality, you don't even notice because you already have it. You've already manifested it within your being, within yourself. That is the power of your consciousness. And if you feel like you are confident that you are in the process of shifting to your dream life, check out my video here, how I manifested my dream life in 30 days. In this video, I will share with you the manifestation techniques that I use to manifest my dream life in 30 days. And I'll also share with you some of the perceived setbacks that happened that made me think my manifestation wasn't working, but actually were the vehicle that brought me to my manifestation.